Hi, my name is Joel Solomon. I'm the author of Mindful Money Management, Memoirs of a Hedge Fund Manager. And I'm going to be telling you today about the synopsis of the book and then going through the introduction. So this is the synopsis. Joel Solomon weathered some of the toughest financial times. He consistently generated positive returns even in 2008 when the stock market lost 40%. He achieved this remarkable record while applying mindful money management principles. What does it mean to be mindful? It means being present in your investing decisions. It's the opposite of the frenzied, fearful rush to trade that characterizes market crises. Solomon uses his own experience to demonstrate the powerful effect mindfulness has on prosperity. You'll discover why you should act as if your goals have been achieved, how to leverage intuition to make money, why happiness and gratitude are important to your financial plans. Mindful money management is for anyone interested in making smart money decisions. And this is the introduction. It's 3:30 a.m. I'm wide awake. I can't go back to sleep. Again, I'm in a cold sweat. This has been going on for months. My whole body is dripping wet. I really wish I could remember my dreams. Did it have to do with Morgan, my youngest daughter, 2.5 years old at the time? Was it our older sister Lauren? She's just 4.5. Was it a stock, a long collapsing, a short being acquired, or something else? What am I fearful of? What am I so worried about? Why can't I remember my dreams? I had gotten divorced from Christine less than a year before. We had been married since 2002, and we had created 2 amazing, caring daughters together. But this was my first job in which I got paid on my performance, which was clearly something I had been looking forward to for many years. I took the job because I was confident in my abilities. But less than 9 months later, I was truly questioning them. It was September 19th, 2008, a Friday, and this time I knew exactly why I was wide awake. The night before, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, had taken emergency action to temporarily ban the short selling of all financial institutions. And I'm managing a long-short equity hedge fund that invests only in financial companies. Will I be fired? How can I do my job if I can't hedge? I contemplate what is going to happen later that day. None of the scenarios can be considered good. First, I realized we were going to lose a lot of money. It was clearly going to be the worst day of my career. And then I had an even more horrible thought, if that's even possible. Both my longs and shorts were going to go up, huge. I had already hit my total exposure limit on Thursday, the amount that Citigroup allowed me to manage in total assets. I decided to walk into my boss's office and ask for more capital. Yes, more. Our portfolio was up year to date, so I asked, and surprisingly, we were approved. We spent most of the morning deciding at what prices to buy back half and what prices to buy back the rest of our short positions. Because of the ban, we couldn't short anymore. So what is mindful money management? It's being present. It's being aware of what's going on in your investments, be they stocks or bonds or real estate, and also being aware of what is going on in the overall marketplace for your investments. Making decisions that you have faith in since you have done the work, aka the analysis, and you are confident in the value of your investment over the long term, say 1 to 3 years, gives you a distinct advantage over those who care about the weekly or monthly or sometimes even daily performance, i.e. most professional investors. Being mindful in money management is not staring at the stock screen all day to take advantage of a small move in the stock, but doing your analysis up front and knowing that the company should be worth more under various scenarios so that if the market does go down or up a lot, you have a prescribed method on how to react. In this particular case, we did not make rash decisions without considering the fact that nothing had changed in the value of the stocks we were expecting to go down. Can this help you on your route to financial freedom? Absolutely. Can mindfulness help you realize your dreams and desires? Yes. This book is about the lessons I learned as a hedge fund manager and about being of service to others, not solely about a career as a hedge funder. It included our views into how I as a hedge fund manager looked at the world around me during my almost 3 years of managing money for outside investors, as well as the mindful practices that I used to deal with the various adversities that arose along the way. It's also about the various techniques I used to stay happy or become happy during challenging stock market moves and individual company declines. It's also about how gratitude can work for you and how you can act as if to achieve everything you want in life. Most importantly, as Napoleon Hill said in The Master Key to Riches, consideration of what I shall receive for my endeavor to you. There is an obligation which I owe the world in return for the blessings that have been bestowed upon me. I do not acquire my riches without the aid of others. To get, I must give. This is the main reason I wrote this book. I want to share with others lessons I learned and the items that occurred as I became more self-aware and spiritual person, while also teaching you about managing investments. For me, being spiritual is not being religious, going to a synagogue, a temple, a mosque. Spirituality means getting in touch with one's spirit or soul. And I explain how I did this in many different ways. For me, becoming more spiritual meant doing meditation, visualizing, and listening to uplifting songs. One of the most important things I now know is that I had definiteness of purpose. I knew in the 1990s that I wanted to be a hedge fund manager. I thought I could use the fund as a stepping stone to help individuals by ultimately starting a 40 Act fund, whereby the same strategy could help individuals through a mutual fund format. I realized that if I help others to find their path to happiness and success, they will find it for themselves. I found the best way to adopt the philosophy of individual achievement principles is by teaching it to others. When a man begins to teach anything, he begins also to learn more about that which he is teaching. Napoleon Hill in The Master Key to Riches. So that's the synopsis and introduction of Mindful Money Management, Memoirs of a Hedge Fund Manager. If you want to purchase the book, you can purchase it at my website, salamour.com, that's SALAURMOR.com, or of course on Amazon.com. Again, my name is Joel Solomon, and if you have any questions, you can reach me at joel@SALAURMOR.com. So thanks for watching.